got another one. Extra knobs, USB dongle, nice. Tool to change the knobs, and a pin with 2 buttons. That's how I like it. Warranty, globe, and a quick guide to get you started. Cool. The controller, this is nice. Listen. Clicky buttons, rubber feet, USB-C to USB-C cable, cool cable, a second one, USB-C to USB-A. Now this tablet is huge. Show up my hands. Tape is on the front for better comfort. Rubber feet on the back. These are all the accessories. Let's see them up close. Power on and Bluetooth. You can connect up to 2 devices. Programmable keys. This is interesting. And the wheel, man. Let's take a look at the pen case. The pen has 2 buttons, just as I like it. The design is very similar to a Wacom, which is good. And starting with the video. This is going to be the first video that has a voiceover. Hopefully you guys like this format. So to start, I'm going to use a lot of kit bash models this time. Just to be quick, since I don't have a lot of time these days. I'm using some models from kitbash 3D. Got some from blendswap.com. Some are from Vitaly Bulgarov, and we have some from the SketchUp 3D warehouse. So I'm starting to build a scene here, just using different modifiers. Basically the array and the symbol deform to create these circles, and then just duplicate them up and down to sort of create this platform. Again, just using the asset browser to find these kitbash models. I don't think I modeled anything this time. Yeah, again, just to be quick. And yeah, just importing random models that kind of make sense. Just creating some sense of detailing there, creating some pathways towards these concentric circles. And yeah, just some space for people to walk in. You'll see when I add those people in a bit. And the paths weren't connecting, so I just used the same technique using a simple deform combined with an array modifier to create this circle, and then just using the array modifier to create the pathways. Duplicate them over and over again, and some of these models already came with some materials. I had to modify some of them just to make them look better. Here I'm adding a cube to create some atmosphere, but I ended up not using the cube. Instead, I went for the mist pass, and you'll see later how I use that in Photoshop. Here I'm adding the lighting, just using two area lights, one on top and one on the bottom. Both of them are powerful, just to really light up the scene, and then adding some more human scale models, just to sell the idea that this place is huge. The moment you have some human scale reference, then you get a sense of how big or how small a space is. So in this case, this place is huge. Here I'm adding like the main character, which is like the boss, who is like supervising the whole project here. And the two guys that are next to her are just like, showing the status of the project or something. She's just supervising. Here's the raw render from Blender. I had to render this a couple of times because the scene was quite heavy with the volumetrics and stuff, and it kept crashing, so I had to try a couple of times to get it out. Of course, I cut that out from this video, but I tried it like a couple of times just to get it right. Here I'm saving the passes. I'm just saving the UV pass, the albedo pass, the mist pass, the ambient occlusion pass, the beauty pass, and I think that's it. Oh, and I'm using the workbench render to get an ID pass, so I can later use it in Photoshop. Here I'm importing everything in Photoshop, and let's talk about the tablet now. So this is the Deco Pro Gen 2 tablet by XPPen. Thanks to the friends at XPPen for sending this, and let's start with the most interesting thing of this tablet, at least for me. It's the first tablet to have 16K pressure levels, and this is made possible by their X3 Pro Smart chip, which is crazy since my reliable Wacom Intuos 4 has only 2048 pressure levels. To be honest, I'm very used to that, so having 16K levels of pressure is quite noticeable, but I ended up lowering those since again I'm very used to how my Wacom feels. This tablet has Bluetooth 5.0 and can also be connected via USB-C to your PC or Mac. You can pair it to two devices at the same time, which is always great to move from my PC to my Mac in my case. And the pen has a 60-degree tilt response and has virtually no lag or broken lines as far as I could see, which is basically Wacom level. Gotta be honest, Wacom competitors are really good nowadays, so you have a lot of options to choose out there. The tablet surface is smooth, but with some roughness to it. XPPen claims that it feels like paper, although it kinda doesn't, as many of these tablets. But I gotta admit, it feels like really good to draw on. It's like very smooth. Now, about the sizes. They sent me the extra large model, which is about the size of an A3 paper. For me, this is too much, to be honest. My hand has a lot of travel to do to put down some lines, but you have the option to define the size of the active area of the tablet in the software. So I just ended up making mine way smaller, closer to the one that I had on my Wacom. The tablet is available in 3 different sizes, and I personally would go for the smallest one, which is an A5 paper size. But that's just like a personal preference. You can choose what you think will fit best in your workflow. The tablet is lightweight and it's very minimal. It has no buttons on the surface, which is why they include the X remote control. It has 10 programmable buttons. You can set those to whatever key in your keyboard or to whatever macro, and that's something really awesome because it will speed up your workflow. If you're used to it, I'm more of a quick keys guy within the same tablet surface, but I definitely see the advantage of having a separate remote for the keys in case you're more of a keyboard person. The wheel dial is super handy and has a very satisfying sound, which is probably my favorite part of this product. It also connects via Bluetooth, or you can plug it using the USB-C cable that comes in the box. To be honest, I had some issues when trying to connect the remote via Bluetooth, but after a couple of tries, I had it up and running with no problems. The pen is very similar to a Wacom stylus, which is very comfortable, and I love that it just has 2 buttons at your finger, which again is what I'm used to. The battery of the tablet is set to last over 10 hours per charge, which I think is accurate according to my testing. And overall, I think this is a great product that you should try. The price in US dollars is $180, but check out the link in the description to see the prices in your area. You can use the code Osvaldo5 at the official XPPen store to get an extra 5% off your purchase. Links in the description below. And thanks again to XPPen for sending this over for this video. Back to whatever I was doing. So as you can see, I am painting the pattern of the koi fish that I just sculpted. And I'm not worrying too much about the dark areas because I'm gonna apply an hologram shader over it. So you'll see that in a moment here. So just I want to get the red spots in place and basically paint it white. So here I'm going to import an hologram shader that I created beforehand, and if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and probably I'll make a tutorial on how to set up that hologram shader. So here I'm trying to pose the fish, so I create an armature and basically set automatic weights on this super high-res geo. That's why it took some time. But then once I have it in position, I just duplicate over here and put it down, put it up, put it down, and just basically rotate them a little bit to create some difference between those. Then I isolate them and render them as a separate layer, basically, using Eevee actually to get some of that bloom. And then I just import it back into Photoshop, where I've already combed all the layers from Blender and did some color correction, basically. Now I just have to integrate everything and we're done. Some extra texture in here, but basically done. and after some lights we are almost there. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment if you like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Please let me know down in the comments what you want to see next. See you next time. Bye bye.